Adam Panov is. This is the first of this event. This is going to be the inaugural event that they hope they do every year.
Hard to believe it's a first too, because this is
it's a good idea though.
Favorite food ever.
It's like when they came up with Beer Fest, I went, where was that forever? Like, how hard was that to think of?
So true.
We've been going to beer tents. If you're from Canada, it's like, hey, you know the small towns. Then like, hey, we've got the pumpkin eating contest, and we got like pies, and we got a rodeo. I'm like, yeah, that's all great. Where's the beer tent?
Yeah, bingo.
Yeah.
Amen.
Or here's the name I used to love. The Beer Gardens.
Beer Gardens.
Oh yeah,
yes, the gardens.
With the fountains.
Only thing
Oh
I'm
yeah.
planted is this beer in my hand, and yeah.
Yeah, I'll just eat the.
Adam, welcome to the show.
Yes, Adam Panov, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome.
Adam, we'll just put this a little closer.
Boys, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Big fan of
So
your host.
Panov, if I say to you Caucasus, am I right?
Yes.
Macedonian. Are you Macedonian?
No, I'm not.
What is it, the last name?
Probably
It's Polish, actually.
Hey.
Polish.
My father was born in
Right
Poland.
here, right
yes.
here, eh?
Yes, I have a
Yuk
Polish
Shemesh.
background. Yuk Shemesh.
Yeah, there you go. By the way, what happened to that team in the World Cup? Hey,
No idea.
too many burgers. I mean, maybe.
Hey.
Lewandowski was
maybe
going,
not
"I'm
enough
so
burgers,
full."
no.
Yeah, that
Not
was.
enough protein in them to give them the energy.
So let's find out a little bit about you. So what exactly is your background? Are you a Toronto guy?
I am a Toronto guy. My father was born in Poland. My mother in Winnipeg. And
Wow, this is.
you're a pegger as well.
How are we
Oh,
not
yeah.
best friends?
Come on.
There you go.
I'm a Jet season ticket holder. That's
All right.
how
I mean, I'm a
Winnipeg guy I
diehard
am.
Leafs fan. But
We're not friends anymore.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, especially after what happened this week. So,
No kidding.
yeah. So my background is here. I grew up in Thornhill, so just outside
Thornhill?
the city.
Thornley or.
I know I went to Westmount Collegiate
Oh,
Institute.
Westmount.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to Western for business. And
Oh, God, a Western guy. Oh, man, it was going so well.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I had a good time.
Yeah, of course you did. Seeps.
Seeps
Yeah,
and
very nice.
Jim
Joe
Bob
Cools?
Rays and Jacks and
Yeah.
all those classic Richmond Road
Beef
bars.
Baron?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of
Mike.
course. Okay, good. They also have meat
Never
there as
heard of the
well.
Beef Baron.
Yeah, meat and buns. So you go there, you take business, and you're a young entrepreneur. Is this what we're calling you?
Sure.
Okay.
If you'd like.
No, absolutely we are.
But a background in food at some point with the family, or no?
No, I've just always loved
Here,
food.
just move a little.
I've just always loved food. No, my background is I started my own event production company called ROLUCOR Events Inc. The name ROLUCOR, it stands for Rochelle, Lucien. Those are my mother and late father's name.
Oh, beautiful.
very
Very
good,
nice.
very
Yeah,
Very
so I
nice.
kind of named
Yeah.
the company after them. I figured, they've done some things for me in my life, so I figured
Good
they've
for
done
you.
tons for me in my life, so I am where I am because of them. So I started this whole event production company. Primarily, I've been doing fundraisers for the most part, and I've always wanted to move into this industry because I've just found, especially over the last probably decade or so, Toronto has really developed into this center for festivals, more specifically food festivals. We
Yes.
have,
Oh, huge.
we have Mac and Cheese Fest, we have Taco Fest, Brunch Fest, we have a Shawarma Fest I saw
wait a
the
minute.
other day.
There's how do you do a brunch fest?
So Brunch
it
Fest,
takes so long.
yeah. So
No one's going for 15 minutes of brunch.
you know what? People in Toronto love their brunch.
Oh, sure, of course. Who
they
doesn't?
love their brunch. They
true.
love their fried chicken and eggs, and
As long as there's mimosas,
good
though.
idea.
If there is no
there are
sparkling
mimosas
wine,
there too.
yeah,
so.
they do have that as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and I know the guys who run it. They're great people at Taste Toronto. But yeah, it always kind of left me shocked and surprised. Why the hell
Yeah.
is there
Bingo.
no burger festival?
Bingo.
It is, in my opinion, the most obvious idea. It is. Toronto is this burger crazed hub. There are new establishments popping up all over the place, fighting to be the champion of Toronto, to have the best burger in Toronto.
And high end, so Burger Priest and
You have high end, you have your fast food places, but in my opinion, I have been going around. So for the last 6 months, collecting my vendors, what I've been doing is just going around eating burger after burger after burger, attempting to devour every single burger this
And on
city has
on
to
that
offer.
note, for a second, we have to thank Stockyards
We have to thank
for
the
the food
Stockyards.
today.
Oh,
we have to
very
thank
nice.
the Stockyards
Always
for bringing their
outstanding
burgers.
to bring
one of the
fresh
best
food.
burgers
Yes.
I've ever had.
Yeah,
And
I've eaten there
I shit you
before, and
not.
I can't wait for these. And yes, thank you to our friends at
Thank you to our
Stockyards.
friends.
well,
Absolutely.
if I'm going to a place that
You will be at
specializes,
Burger Mania.
if you specialize in meat and you call your place Stockyard, I'm going through your door.
Yes,
I mean
absolutely.
it's a winner right there.
Yeah.
But also though can't be easy if you're trying to narrow it down to, just these best burgers. I mean, was it difficult?
I mean, so like I said, we went around attempting to devour every burger in the city. Obviously, not all of them could be reached. There are hundreds of them, maybe thousands of them.
And chains are in this conversation.
So I mean, no,
Like
so
Hero
our biggest chain is Holy Chuck. They have 3 locations.
Okay.
Their burgers are outstanding. I would say that they are, in terms of just the way their burger is formed and how it tastes, their competitors they're very similar to Burgers Priest, for example.
And Deb, just go through and find burgers and show pictures of burgers, because if we mention those names, you can throw them up there too, because you said Burger Priest is there?
Burgers Priest is not there.
Is not there, okay.
No. So our biggest chain is Holy Chuck. We wanted to really go after the local, homegrown favorites that people love so much. The people who really put their blood, sweat, and tears. I'm not saying Burgers Priest doesn't. They're great, and I've worked with them before.
Sure.
And their burgers are absolutely incredible. And we wanted Burgers Priest there. They just couldn't be there, unfortunately. They're expanding, opening.
What's
up
like
in
having
Calgary this
it's
week.
like having a they're in Calgary? Seriously?
They're opening up a location in Calgary this week.
Beautiful. It's like Beer Fest. Like if I'm going down to Beer Fest, I don't need to have a bud. I don't need to have even necessarily. I want to see that bottle of beer. I'm going, what is Sweet Sally's sexy sauce or whatever they call it?
Exactly.
I want to try something new.
Yeah, and our goal was to go after these local homegrown favorite, these one-off places, or at most, Holy Chuck's, it's 3 locations, but the places that have these one-off locations that we would love to give the exposure out to them, because these are, in my opinion, it's these places that are they serve the best burgers in the world and some of the high quality stuff.
So you call it Burger Mania,
Yeah.
and as soon as you put Mania behind something,
Wrestling.
I'm on board.
Yeah, Mania's always
Everybody
good.
else I've already tweeted out that Burger Mania is running wild this weekend at Ontario Place.
Ever been to Porn Mania?
I have.
Yeah, it's good too.
I
Adam, like we're pretending like we don't know each other from that event. Okay,
Like,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
So Ontario Place, great location.
Yeah.
Tell us more. It starts on Friday, Thursday. How does it go?
starts on
give us a
Friday,
date.
so July 6, 7, and 8, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3-day family-friendly festival.
Yep.
Also pet-friendly, so if people want to walk their dogs for an extended period of time, they can
Perfect.
come and bring them. Everyone is welcome. And the whole point was to assemble the best burger vendors from around the GTA and bring them together in one convenient location to
Perfect.
serve up their finest patties to all the burger-loving maniacs in Toronto.
How many of these companies are going to be there? What's the final total? What's the
We have
number?
I think we have 18 or 19 vendors in
Okay.
total.
Oh,
10 of
boy.
them are
Yeah.
burger vendors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
And then on top of that, we want to deliver. It's not just burger vendors. We want to deliver on the whole burger experience. So
Yes.
what goes with the burger? So we have French fry vendors. We have a tater tots vendor.
What about
Side vendors.
Beer. Do you have?
We have
Okay,
beer.
all right.
We have beer.
All right.
I should have mentioned that first, actually.
Yes,
Mike.
yeah, like I said, get the people through. Get them through.
We have beer. We have complimentary wine and whiskey sampling for the adults. For the kids, we have an interactive fun zone, and we have live music playing, live music and DJs playing throughout.
it's a place to be, right?
It
Yeah,
is. I can say
absolutely. I like to think so.
from experience that Ontario Place is the best. Always I say best kept secret. And of course, it hasn't been the Ontario Place for quite some time. But I worked there. I worked there for a summer. I used to go there all the time. It is a beautiful, beautiful venue. That is a huge mistake that we haven't been able to revamp it. Now I know events like this are certainly going to help. And
Yeah.
if that remains your home location for years to come, I would be thrilled with that, because if you've never been, if you haven't had the chance to sit there and have a beer and one of the best burgers that you've ever had, sitting there looking out onto the water, then you're really missing something. This is perfect.
No, and that's why we decided to go with Ontario Place. It's a location where people and families, they'll make a day out of going there. It's not just in the, it could be in the heart of the city.
Sure.
But at the same time, we love the fact that it's on the lake, the
Oh,
skyline's in front of you. It's just an absolutely beautiful venue, and I think that there's something to be said about having it at Ontario Place. Not to mention Mac and Cheese Taco Fest, the ultimate
Bingo.
place at Ontario Place. So they have a proven record of successful festivals, and we wanted to hopefully jump online with that.
So we're big burger guys. We love to stack them up with almost every single type of topping. Now, there's other people, vegans in the room.
I don't know.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarians.
I
gluten-free.
refuse to know these people.
Some of them are quite awesome, but there's all different kind of options. It's not just the beef eaters that have to go down there and you think you're going to get this. It's like there's different options, because when you go into these burger places, and you know this probably better
Yep.
than I do,
Yep.
there are options for everybody. that has any sort of diet, you can still enjoy the same experience.
Like gluten-free is huge.
Yes, it's
huge.
massive.
It's massive.
It's massive, and you're going to have that there as
We
well.
have partnered with a company called Unbun. They are going to be donating and sponsoring a bunch of these vendors. So they're going to be, not all of our vendors are going to be using gluten-free, but a nice amount of them will be having some gluten-free options. You know, our goal, we don't want to leave anyone out. We want to appeal to everyone. And so if whether it's gluten-free or vegetarian, most of our vendors will have an option for you.
Right. Okay, let me ask you this then. You and I are sitting in front of a barbecue.
Yeah.
And, you know, for some magical reason, we can put anything we possibly want on our burger. We have a variety of life.
Yeah.
What does Adam's burger look like if you sit there and go bun, or maybe no bun, maybe no bun?
We're going bun.
We're going bun. And what are these toppings looking like at the end, and how big is this? I'll compare it to mine as soon as you give me yours.
I will go. My classic burger is just full on classic. Is my double bacon cheeseburger.
Really?
That's what I need.
Okay.
I love either ketchup and mayo on it.
Yeah.
Or some restaurants will offer Chipotle, or
Yes.
so one of our vendors.
Chipotle's very good, very good.
Chipotle mayo is very good.
Yes.
Now, one of my vendors, their name is Golden Star.
Okay.
Now they are a Thornhill. They're like the beacon of Thornhill. They're great. They're the shining lights of Thornhill's burger market, and in general, they're one of the best burgers in Toronto. And I grew up going to them, and they just do the classic banquet burger, and I used to grow up going all the time. And I live downtown. I actually still go there about once a week.
See, up in that area too, where people
The
that's
banquet
sort of
burger, bacon and cheese.
that's York County, and so as
Outstanding.
you get up there and towards Woodbridge and Vaughan, all that,
Yeah.
some of these burger places have been around for a long time, and I was surprised. So John Anderson's has that is that someone's going to correct me. It's either Kennedy or Warden or one of those. It's been there since the 70s.
Yeah.
The 70s.
So this place, Golden Star, I think has been there since maybe the 60s or 70s. Yeah.
Because now
Family grown.
Oh,
businesses, for sure.
and it usually is.
Yeah.
Where you're putting the short ribs and stuff like that
Yep.
that you're doing it with now. But Five Guys has been around for a long time.
Yeah, franchise, yeah.
And it's another franchise, but
Their burgers are good.
They got it down too, Dave. I mean, we go there too. I mean,
It's
there's a lot of
incredible.
places we go.
I used to live on King West. Big Smoke Burger was
Yep.
another
Big
place I
Smoke's
used to
very
go
good
to.
too, yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, it's all my cards on the table. I have a burger probably at least once or twice a week.
Yep.
Minimum.
Yeah.
So
for the last 6 months, it's been 5 times a week for
Yeah, I was
me,
gonna
and
say,
it's
we should have been hanging around earlier than this.
by the
Adam.
time
So
by the
wait,
time the weekend
I mean,
hits, I'm
where
feeling
was
a little.
my call earlier than
Yeah.
we're on July the 4th, and
Like,
I'm
do you
meeting
think-
you for the
do you
first
think-
All
time.
right. Well, now we have another year till next year's Burger Mania. So
Do you think
we'll
you could
get it.
ever have a burger that doesn't have bacon on it? I don't think I could now.
I prefer not to. I think it's a sin. No.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that to the vegetarians who are coming to the festival.
yeah.
But I need to have bacon on
no,
that thing,
I-
and it's got to be crispy too. Like I don't want to chew it; I want it to crunch.
Yeah, I like my bacon. I like double bacon, double cheese. I'll still have my vegetables because I have
Mushrooms,
to,
I like.
We go for the extra cheese and the extra bacon.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. That's amazing.
but I like my tomatoes. I like
Yep.
my lettuce, onions.
Yep.
I need that extra stuff.
Do you like
Lettuce and
caramelized?
onions I need.
Do you like
for sure.
caramelized? or-
Caramelized if I have the time to do it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just had our magical fantasy world. In our magical
Yeah.
fantasy world, if caramelized onions take that long, I'm putting them on there for sure. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm dipping my hamburger, which is probably about this big, in ketchup before I bite it. I'm
like
just
that.
saying.
Okay,
I like that.
Boom.
that is that's
Sauce
a game
it
changer.
up.
That thing at the
I
end.
like it.
Boom.
People are watching. Right, Dave? Right, Dave? Oh my God, that's what happened. That's what happened there.
Let's drench it in ketchup. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Dave, are you wearing pants when you're doing this?
Oh, and pickles. Sometimes not. Sometimes not. If I'm by myself, no, I'm not. And I need double pickles too.
I'm not a pickle guy.
See, pickles are out from me.
Really?
Yeah, either you love them or you hate them.
And there's
I
certain
don't like them.
there's certain pickles that are garbage,
Yeah.
and certain pickles like if you want to go down to the lowest common denominator, McDonald's. Sorry if you're sponsoring us, we love you, but I love their little pickles.
Hey, their
but
Big Macs are amazing.
They are. I know. But
They are.
I love the tongue size pickles that you get, and you have
Yeah.
to get the right pickles. You can't cheap out and go to the store and get XYZ pickles. You need the actual pickles. Usually they're kosher pickles.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice and crisp, nice and cold when you put them on the burger. Delicious.
Hey, listen.
I don't know how
If
this.
that's your thing, if you like
All of a
pickles,
sudden,
then
it's turned into Pickle Mania, which is.
No, it's still
I think
Burger Mania.
there are
It's
pickle
like-
festivals
it's like-
out there.
It's like that.
Are there really?
There actually are. I'm not.
One of
I
them,
shit
yeah.
you not.
Pickle festivals?
There are pickle
Oh,
festivals
that would
out
get
there. I
weird.
think there's one in Pittsburgh.
See, that would make sense. I'm thinking, who's having it? Yeah, Pittsburgh probably having it. We'll get Joe Bartnick. We call Joe Bartnick. You go to Pickle
I was
Fest?
gonna say.
He's going to go, is that related to Porn Fest? I think it probably could be. I think you probably could.
Some of it goes hand in hand, but
It's
you'll
like-
have to read in between the lines.
Sasha Gray's going, I can make that work. Of course you can. Adam, thanks so much for coming in here. Once again, just to let people know if they're going to be in the area, Ontario Place, so just head right down the lake shore and look for the signs. It will be, because we've had great weather too.
Yeah,
we've had some
and
fantastic
we're,
weather.
We're hoping for it. So
Well, I'm sure you'll get it. Thanks so much for coming
thank
in,
you
Adam.
very much,
Thanks,
and
brother.
boys, pleasure being on here,
Awesome.
and welcome home, Johnny T.
There he
There
goes.
you go,
Yes,
yeah,
you
91, eh?
He-
Is he going to be the captain of the team?
I hope so. I think he should be.
I think it's.
I think he should be.
I know
What do you
they
think,
can't-
Mike?
They can't sit there and say
Because
right now.
after
but
all this, and then what they get him signed, and they go, whoops,
I think he should be. I mean,
Morgan Riley. What?
throw a
This is
curveball in.
bullshit.
Yeah, Jake Gardner's will be our captain. So let's throw a curveball.
Jake Gardner better not be on.
I
this
went to
roster.
Game 7 in Boston. Like it was right
You
in front
did?
of my eyes. Oh yeah, I went. And
So
I
you're
was-
hardcore then, really?
Yeah, I was sitting in a crowd. It was me and my buddy Jason, and we were in the Upper Bowl, and we were sitting in a crowd.
Did you have jerseys?
We had Leaf. I had my son
wow.
Dean jersey on. He had his JVR jersey on, and we were the only two blue jerseys in the entire section.
Wow.
We were getting beer cans tossed at us the entire.
Yeah, that's
game.
tough.
And when Kapanen had that dangle in front of the net on that breakaway, and he scored on the shorthanded goal,
Yeah.
we just went nuts, and we had people swearing at us and sit down. And I mean, it was a lot more messy.
Yeah, I guess we
language than that, but
never talked about JVR either. That's kind of sad.
no.
You, well, but
Fat contract in Philadelphia.
we never thought. I didn't. Well, look, he's
It was-
going back, right?
Philadelphia was part of my list. I said East Coast United States. This
Yeah.
guy goes. And
Rangers would have been.
Rangers would have
yeah,
been fantastic.
yeah.
I think Philadelphia
Yeah.
is a little ahead of the scale. Also, there's a good relationship there with him and Claude Giroux.
Right.
You don't think those two guys are going to mesh again? It's like, yeah, they will. I think it's a massive deal. Did they overpay for him? Yeah, because I
sure.
think there's a market for JVR.
Yeah,
there's
there
a
is.
market for guys that are going to
30
score
plus goals
35
last year,
goals
of
in a
course.
season, and he will do it. He did
Yeah.
it with Tyler Bozak. He's going to do it with Claude Giroux. So it's,
And he won't be a problem. He's
no,
he's
no.
awesome.
But
Good
could he have
team
scored
guy.
more with Tavares than Claude Giroux?
Sure, yeah, but you know what? It's kind of like how much money do we have in the pot, right? Because
Absolutely.
eventually you might have to lose one of your star
Let's hope
kids.
it doesn't come to
and-
Nylander having to leave.
No,
I really
that's
hope
the
it
thing.
doesn't. I
That's
think
the
he's just truly incredible. So
Well, John Tavares may want to go to Burger Mania. You don't know.
I have invited him.
Open invite.
Open
Did-
invite.
did
to
you
all
open
the
invite?
Leafs.
Yeah?
Actually, I open invite to all the Maple Leafs. I would love to have them there, and they can devour as many burgers as
You
they
know what
want.
would be awesome? So John Tavares shows up, and he just won't leave. John,
And we shoot a promo of that. We
Where's
plaster
the next
that all
one
over.
from? You've had 7. You've had 7. Go no. Go back to Oakville.
Mario, you're here. This is perfect. Mario Lemieux used to discuss a training camp strategy, Mike. I don't know if you've heard about this, Adam.
Yeah.
But in the 80s, Mario Lemieux would talk about getting ready for training camp, and they asked him, what's the difference between Mario Lemieux in the summer and Mario Lemieux training camp? He says, well, during training camp, I don't have cheese on my burger. I just have a regular hamburger during training because I got to get back in shape. So summer, cheeseburger. September, training camp, hamburger. Mario Lemieux, one of the greats.
And look how good he was.
Yeah, exactly.
199 point seasons. guys.
Bingo.
Did you know Ray Lewis, while he trained and while he played football, he never had a cheeseburger, not once.
Oh,
I don't believe it.
I don't get
Not
that.
once. Oh, you do? Okay. You ask him then. You push him. You push him, tough guy. I'm not going up to Ray Lewis. Oh, I bet you're a big fat liar.
Well, wasn't there that whole thing with Chad Ochocinco having a McDonald's burger every day?
No, that I believe.
Yeah,
No,
I think there was something like
that's
that.
very
I think
believable.
it was him.
Yeah.
But
There's a couple athletes we see that are former athletes that now go to these events. It's like,
Because you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
You have lost it.
Here's what's coming on the comments. Phil Kessel. Yeah, I know.
That's a different festival.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
That's not a hamburger festival.
Adam, thanks so much for coming
Thanks,
in.
guys.
Appreciate
Mike,
it. Best of
Dave,
luck.
really,
See you down
really
there. It's
appreciate
going to
it.
be
It's an
awesome.
honor to be on, guys.
That is Adam Panov talking about Burger Mania once again down at Ontario Place.
Yep, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Buy your tickets online or at the door, burgermania.ca.
Yeah, there you go.